Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, today with more EVE Online. Alright, let's get right back into it. Yeah, uh, yeah, I was playing a little bit last night, and the air goals were taking their time. I don't know what's going on, so I was able to get the rewards I got last night, finally. Alright, and probably knock out the manufacturer first, and let's get that out of the way. Okay, what else? We got, what did I start yesterday? Started research. Right. I think I'm gonna take these home and then start making them. I have to actually go there to deal with it though. And then finally got around to pivoting on planetary industry most of the way. Holy shit. Sold. The probes! Somebody bought the probes. Yay. Thank you. Alrighty. I know this is one. How close is it? 5 minutes left. Well, this is done. I want you to take care of all planetary industry stuff. First, let me go get my research. Alright. And then I'd also like to take out the Battlecruiser for to test out against some local pirates just to see how it does. Um, and probably have the corp chat for now. There we go. Fix that. That fix that too. Yeah, every time I go to window, just like I've got to move everything around. I should be in a position to do this with the full screen now that I've got the monitor over here now. Alright. Say jump. There may be times where I'm going to mute my microphone because I'm still in the middle of eating and I don't want anyone to hear it. So, bear with me. Next destination. Yeah, I just got off of work a little bit ago, trying to get something to eat, like before it started. I didn't have a lot of time. Everything set up and everything else. I generally try to avoid eating on stream, but sometimes this rare instances like these, they need to get something to get going. Alrighty. Oh, that's right, I still have all that stuff I was gonna take over to Heck and install that. Alright. Deliver. Okay, 3 days. most of a day. Let's see. You know what? I will put a little bit more time into it. So next time I need to pick up the blueprints is let's see, 12 is what are they doing? 3 hours after that. If I get up early enough tomorrow, I'll log in and flip the blueprints around. I try not to log in before work unless I absolutely need to, because I gotta work in the morning. I don't need to be potentially losing time that I need to get ready. All right. Okay. Let's see. Probably hasn't been long enough. All right. Okay. So less than half a minute left. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be adding the high-tech facility back to this planet. And going to be making sterile conduits. All right. They're done. All right. Oh yeah, here's the other thing I was going to show. My strategy regarding um, anytime I need to extract something, and like send it to two different planets, it's getting routed to the command center first. The command center will hold it until I expedite the transfer to the launch pad, where it'll go to its usual thing. And then what's left over, I'll pick up about half of what's left over. I'll pick up and take to where I need to take it. Because that's the problem I've been running into with planetary industry. I have a need for multiple resources, and the only way to do it is to stop the input, which is not something I wanted to do. The alternative is using the command center as kind of a release valve. So, if I transfer to here, everything, and I can go pick up the stuff I need to go get the construction blocks and make enriched uranium. We could. I could. Hmm. Nah, that's fine. Let's go and do it. Yeah. A high-tech production plant is a little over half a mil. I was gonna say, did the build costs on these change, or or has it been too long? Okay, 400, and then 11 on the CPU. I'm gonna need some link power as well. Really, all I need is to cover 400 for the power, and as long as the link cost is less than um, yeah, I should make use of it. It'll go right here. And I'll create the link. Okay. Cool. I can handle it. Schematics. So it means cutting into the smart fab units and also making use of the vaccines, which I started developing. Um, but sterile conduits have been going for quite a bit, I'm noticing. So it's not really a bad thing to invest in. So, right. So that'll go there. All right. Storage, vaccines, create route into the high-tech facility. All right. And now I just need to get water and smart fab units. Splitting the smart fab units between the mobile depot production and sterile conduit production. It's gonna be rough. Which is already made even more rough by the fact that the miniature electronics are being split between making smart fab units and making planetary vehicles. But the vehicles are, I think, are worth it. It's this is the crazy fit that fits with planetary industry. All right. The bright side is I don't have to pull any of the extractors. Let's see here. 18 hours minus, so 24 minus 6. So 545. That's after. Okay, if I'm gonna have to wait until after. Oh, hello Nexus, how are you today? I'm doing great. Geomax, I'm home from work. Finally getting to play Eve. It's a good time. All right. Characters. Yeah. Damn it. The thing is, if I up the hours, I'm gonna have to rearrange everything. I'm honestly tired of moving stuff. Huh? Oh, crap, crap. Hold up. Let's see here. There it is. Resize. Yeah, I completely forgot about it. I've been trying to balance everything else and trying to eat as well. Been hard kind of taking care of everything. Uh, Doesn't help I got flies buzzing around this room too. Let's hide the input on this. Okay. Screen. Yeah, that the kind of clay looking um, line down there is uh, part of the setup. All right. Let's see. I think what I'll do is drop it down to. I'm going to check on this later. Time. It's just 7 hours from now. I'm not going to move anything. Let's set that to 7 as well. Right, and make a note to sell. Check at about 6 in the evening. Right. Submit everything. And then I need to go get the water and the smart fab units to start making these. Yeah, I noticed there's a ready buyer for a ton of them. It's yeah. Starting I noticed I've been building up in excess of the water and the vaccines while they sell. Might as well put them to use in the high tech. All right, and take care of all this real quick. Go ahead and move the silicone over, and you'll pick up about half of it um, for later. Silicate glass, microfiber shielding. Yeah. So it's transferred. Let's get the extractors going again. And 7 hours for gonna check on it again. Probably another shuttle. Again. Oop. Take that down. That again. All right. Submit. Yep, another shuttle. Okay. I'm mute for a sec. Yeah, I had to pay dearly to fix this mess. Sure, the black background looks better. Smaller the main game would is. Trying to see how's that look on your end? I have the um down here underneath this window is my clay almost terracotta looking background that I use. It used to be black, but I wanted to convey this whole ancient thing that I like to be. Anyway, well, I need to figure out transparency is my problem. So it's so little bacteria and biomass to transfer over to make the viral agent. I think if I had the money to like not care about it, I need to redo this entire freaking planetary industry for this planet because a lot of the resources are just way off. Like here, microorganisms are like almost. Scan it. Yeah, they're all situated over here, and I'm situated down here. The thing is, I'd have to basically deconstruct, decommission everything, and buy a whole new command center. And so extractors, another 45, 75, it's 120. A new launch pad, actually 120 times 4 is 480. Launch pad is 900K, so that's 1.38 plus whatever the command center costs. So usually in the 5 digits. So I'm looking at like 1.4 to 1.5 million ish to start over. And that's on this planet. I could probably start over on all of them for better gathering. Yeah, noble gas, there's a little bit here. There's more this way. There's more way over there. There's a ton concentrated right here. Am I situated? Right. I'm not sensing planetology. That's planetology. Alright. Fix all this stuff. And then I can kind of uh, uh, go ahead and just take care of all the restart everything and then I'm gonna go I'm gonna do a little bit of fighting. Okay. The one thing I absolutely have to do is the picking up the stuff for the sterile conduits. Alright. Yeah, one of these days I'd like to try just messing around with a lot of the channel stuff in general. Like, um, maybe something better for the my background and all that. Something for the chat to go into to look nicer. So it's all this fun stuff that VTubers do with the presentation. I took care of that one. Thankfully, this planet is fairly simple. That one. Here's the finest of maneuvering. And last one. I'll pick up stuff. Transfer to here. Everything. Try to transfer a lot of stuff to cooldown time. It's longer. Okay. 7 hours. Finally. This one is just fine. That. There. And I'll check on all this stuff later. I mean, it's not routed. Right there. Alright. Submit. Okay. Now to go pick up the pieces. And go make some sterile conduits for the first time. Anything else going on? Despite all the time available to me, I've still been slacking on my bedroom. It's like I have everything set mostly where it is. I just need to finish sorting out the little things. But yesterday it just took everything out of me, so.
Warp drive active.
I'm having to get a lot of extra rest lately. While I'm resting, I'm usually listening to a podcast or music. It's just nice to lay down and listen to something. Planet Storm Customs Office.
Warp drive active.
So is that helping me warp faster? That was activation. Well, I'm gonna Stargate down. Drone bandwidth penalty, scan resolution bonus down. Charting range down. Warp scramble strength -2. Is there a better version of this? It's the Tech 2. Market details. I'm lacking some of the skills though. What about making it? Jeez. More fight? Ah. That crap is so expensive. Warp drive operation. Let's take a look at the skills. Alright. Navigation, intelligence, perception. Warp drive operation on level 4. Okay. Stabilizer 2. Interdiction nullifier. Hold up. For real? What is this thing? Temporarily nullifies the effects of warp disrupt probes and mobile warp disruptors when activated before entering warp. Function when a burst jammer module or his anchor Rager fit. Huh. Interesting. Alright. Let's move these up little by little. Right. How badly do I need? Okay, that'll be next up in the queue. Let's open it up. Oh, hey, there's a rocket fuel. Yeah, I've been making camera drones too, and remaking Okami superconductors and making synthetic synapses again. I'm gonna need these. An old depot. Let's focus on what I need for what I'm planning to sell. Transfer that first. Okay. I'm gonna go drop off the smart fab units. And we'll go on to the next thing I wanted to do today.
Warp drive active.
Okay. I forgot to pick up the water. Hold on. There's a black.
Warp drive active.
I almost forgot something. I probably don't need a whole lot right now. Just enough to make that first run. Let's see. Usually 40. Take a little bit of extra. And just start bringing smart fab units over every other time I pick them up. Save the rest for the mobile depots. Okay.
Warp drive active.
What else is going on lately? The board game league over. I'm just trying to think of what I want to do next. I know we'll probably have another league from September to October, but we'll end up with a shorter one from November to December. But I have to wonder how much longer it can even go at this rate. It's fun playing games. I just wonder. about what it's going to take to get convince other people to give the board game league a try. I remember uh, talking about getting. I made the mistake of going on Reddit and trying to talk to people about a game store and their league and all that. And like, I guess I got my own messages mixed up. Of yes, I'd like to um, get more people to come to the game store, and I'd also like to see more people, you know, check out the board game league as well. But I guess all they saw was I wanted more people for the league, and that's it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Reddit. I'm not a fan of using it, but sometimes I want to keep up with
Warp drive active.
certain VTuber news. I end up looking at one of the subreddits just just to stay aware.
Docking permission requested. Docking request
But
accepted.
honestly, I've been starting to kind of fall off of VTubers in the past half a year, maybe. I don't seem to. I don't feel motivated to watch as much. I end up watching other stuff, listening to podcasts, listening to music, watching short videos about stuff. Uh, things don't feel the same. At some point later, I need to take these and sell them. I'm going to stay on the ship, and I will deal with it later. Let's go ahead and drop some of these. I think one of the things I might also do with the high tech facility is just whenever I want to make something that's tier 4 that I have like one of the things for, I'll switch to that schematic and I'll buy stuff that I'm missing. And it won't make a lot of money off of it, but it'll be an option. Uh, Seems like less hassle to just sell them at this point. You know what? I'll go back on the ship and we'll make a note to go to that station. Yeah, I think at this point, we'll just sell them for the. No, but we'll get paid back for all the freaking import export fees we had to do to even make these. Try this and stream while I can. I'm doing while we're lurking. What do you make with your with woodwork? What are you making for woodworking? I remember back in middle school we had wood shop, and I believe it made uh checkerboard, chessboard, and a little. coat hanger type thing. So I'm like, don't worry about being late. It's fine. Yeah, I know my grandpa was into that woodworking as well, a little bit. So it's a little bit of everything hardware related. Let's see. You know what? I think I can take these over. All right. Let's see. Check my industry. I have room for multiple manufacturing jobs. See what I can do here. Big thing was making at least one more of those. How many can I make? 11. Okay. Okay, that's exactly where I need to be. Because with material reduction, lack of Zydron. Alright. I put in a freaking buy order and like no one buys from other people. I have like a standing buy order for it, but no one's bringing it to the station to sell. It's some wireless headphones. I I have issues with trusting wireless things, so my headphones are wired in. All right, let's math out what I'm gonna need. Okay, at 4 is where I start saving. One. It's like so I've got the material efficiency down to up to 9%. So it's like 3, 3, 3, and then 2. And it's at this point. Yeah, that's where I can save one. That's what I'm gonna have to do. All right, I need to get 509. Let's see here. All right, looks like we're going here. Yes, they actually have the full quantity in one location. You might need a ton of it anyway. It's just, ow. I can afford it, but still, ow. All right, so this is a sidetrack to go pick up some materials. All right, and then start the manufacturing, and then we'll do the fun thing I had planned. All right.
Warp drive
Oh,
active.
well, a cup of iced tea with me to stay cool in this hot day, hot bedroom.
Warp drive active.
Space. That's cool. I think Well, that takes some more time, like building up my uh, planetary
Drive active.
production. Setting aside stuff from that, and with enough of it, go back to Jita and try selling there because I have to wonder about the prices over this neck of the woods. If not Jita, there's some other nearby regions I've been trying to experiment with market wise, like Derelict and Molten Heath and Hamatar, of course.
Warp drive active.
I'm always surprised when the freaking when my shuttles over in Tennessee end up selling because they're the most expensive. They're, they're the highest price I put on a shuttle, and yet there's a
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
and yet people do buy them. I'm like they must be absolutely desperate not to have to go much further than that. All right, that's for selection. Okay, let's go ahead and process the cells for these. Market. Go immediate. Let's not make the noob mistake. I continue to see in this game people not changing the timing. All right. Yeah. Mm. Enough of right, details. All right, there. Solid. I have very few market orders left. I want to be careful what I use them on. Somebody might want it. My TV keeps blinking in and out sometimes because I don't know what's going on. I have I have the YouTube Studio and OBS over on my TV screen because I've connected the laptop to the TV with a HDMI cord. That is way out of the way. How many people are willing to go to this location? Yeah, who wants to go three deep into low security space just for a bunch of rocket launchers? For cheap. Probably more people than I expect. What is someone's time worth to go out of their way to take that risk as well? What could I charge to save them that trouble? But it's a little bit more expensive, but it's right here. And it's the cheapest one for quite the distance. Yeah. Okay. So this one, 13.5. And that's my last market order. All right. The markets for these ones are pretty good. Someone's always selling salvage for cheap. It's just something to do is just go through all the salvage and like see who's selling for cheap that you can flip it around. I'm doing well enough that I'll leave the opportunity for someone else because I don't really need it. Sell immediately. All right. Market. And the last one.
They squander, we preserve. They discard, we rebuild. Don't be a reckless Imperium. Save,
Not worth that
salvage,
trouble.
and survive.
Um, then we go play with a fun ship. Let's roll.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
So many billboards. Well, let's move to null. Not right now. No, I kind of like the security of high security. One day though, one day I'll do more
Warp
adventures
drive active.
beyond my usual neighborhood of space. I still need to take out one of my fleet of ventures to see how quickly I end up losing them in lower security space.
Warp drive active.
'Cause that's my other strategy that I'm curious to experiment with. Go into a jump clone to preserve, my good clone with the implants. Take one of my ventures that I made along with the modules I made for it, and insure it
Docking permission requested.
just to be on the safe side. Because it's very likely going to get blown to
Docking
hell.
request
and then go mining in lower security space. And if I lose the ship, well, I don't lose my good clone, and I don't lose my a ship that I actually cared about. So, as you can see, the too bold to be old line of ventures 1 through 4. Let's stack that and go manufacturing. Let's get this out of the way. Cool. And then later this evening, I can go pick them up and sell them. Yay. Daily goals done. Yeah, it's still weird this was messing up the other day. And put in the skill points. Because I'm still working on salvaging. Alright. Save a little bit. This was one of the rewards from that week of rewards thing. Yeah, it was all the skill points made such a freaking difference. And it opened up a lot of things. Alright. Cool. Right. Now to board the ship that I've been building up for a little while. The Hurricane. It's just such an aesthetically pleasing design. Very straightforward. Very nice. Fitting. I have yet to put any rigs on it. I kind of want to just take it out and see um how it does. But we've got a couple artillery cannons for some long range. Missile launchers, we should get closer. And autocannons. Sadly, I can only manage 2 drones, apparently. Alright, no wait, drone bandwidth, active drones, 2, kind of 40. My drone skills, I should be able to manage 4 in total. Let me review my inventory. Yeah, I still have a couple warriors. 2. Stack all. Hmm, yeah. Yeah, I figured, because I found out the same thing with my procurers drone bay. It's easier to deploy a bunch of drones of one type when they're stacked. And it is platinum insurance, which is the highest I can get. So in the event anything happens, I will get that much back, which is not quite half. Buying a hurricane is expensive and kind of risky in actually getting it. I think I ended up getting the one of the ones from here, primarily because it was a safer bet to go with. I think that's low security. Low security. Yeah. As for why I named my hurricane Ender, if you've ever read Ender's Game, you'll know Ender's a nickname for Andrew. Uh, Hurricane Andrew is like a major moment in my extended family's history. That's all I'm gonna say. So I named Ender in memory of that. I wonder if I should go with something else fitting wise as well. DC2. Alright. Alright, let's take it out for a test run. Go fight some local pirates to get the message across that you do not come to my neighborhood in space. Okay. Count the warp speed. One. Oh, the ship's already moving anyway. So of course it still takes a while. There we go. So I can see all the buttons. It would be cool, like a baseball cap with this on it, and then you can add like your own buttons to the side. Check it out, I'm a Battlecruiser. This is what I'm fitted with. I just feel like a Battlecruiser fighting against a fly, man. All these flies buzzing around. They move quick, and they're hard to hit. Right. Um, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. About 9 seconds to warp. Which I think the fitting actually says, too. Line time for warp from full stop. Okay. So lock. Lock. Launch drones. We'll let the drones handle it for now. Completely. See, this is why I go out and fight with my Rifter instead, because it's more fun to go take on an actual challenge. I suppose for the next fight, you can actually use the guns. Yep. See, this is why you do the smart thing and you have a fleet of smaller ships to take care of other stuff. Oh, bitch. Oh yeah, I figured out the scrap metal processing does work with metal scraps. Lock the rack and actually you don't really need to orbit the thing. Probably stop the ship. We get shard micro circuit. Alright. Okay, that was too easy. Let's go pick up a little bit more of a challenge.
Active.
If it gets to about this point, I'll probably warp out of danger. Or if I take a massive chunk in one shot. But I've never had a whole lot of trouble with running a ship that also ran combat drones. Like the drones would just do so much of the work. All I really need to do is like maybe missiles and stuff. Alright, let's start from the bottom.
Warp drive active.
I have some challengers. Right, good luck on them. You know, I think it might be a smart idea to actually just keep moving. Those drones. See those help at all. Jeez, holy fuck. Damn. Fuck on. Here. I think my drones are going to take care of that one. So let's lock on to the other target. Missiles. Let's see if those help. Boom. Damn. Alright. I have no backup ammo for the the turrets, the artillery cannons. Alright. They all came back. Orbit. Let's open the cargo. Jeez. There you go. Salvage. Get the lead out. Yeah, I think while I'm still doing this level of space, I might stick with my Rifter because one, it moves a lot faster. Two, I have a lot more fun with my Rifter. But I think as I start approaching like 0.5 and all that, I might bring the Battlecruiser instead. One of the main areas I went mining up at Catlin, that I might bring the Battlecruiser to and just like start sweeping up pirates down there, because that was my main spot for doing low security mining for a while. I I don't go back to it very often because I've had some bad experiences with at least one other player. But we'll definitely take this and make use of it. There are also times I keep seeing like Blood Raiders show up, and it's like, okay, I have to run. I I'm not equipped to fight them. I think the last time I tried standing my ground against them, um, it didn't work. I had to get out of there, and I just barely got out of there with like the tiniest sliver of structure. That was a repair bill and a half. Uh, okay. Okay, I'm done with the test run. Let's take it home.
Warp drive active.
Turn off. My next point of operation is um, getting the blueprint to start making to at least try to make one or more. I don't really make a whole lot of big ships with my blueprints all that often.
Warp drive active.
What happened to her left? I tested out my Battlecruiser's artillery cannon on a pirate, and it like just straight up deleted them in 2 shots. try out the shiny new Battlecruiser with all its big guns against some pirates.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I have to take it into a little bit lower security and fight the tough pirates I've been wanting to fight. All right. Do I still have the blueprint? No, I think that one's in research. I forgot to make extra ammo for the artillery guns. And of course, the ammo is currently locked up in research hell. This stuff. Nice. Actually, it might have taken two, because I activated one artillery cannon and then I activated the second one, and they hit in pretty close succession, and it was just like that was just enough to two shots were enough to take it out. I think if I had tested it out against a ship in my local space, it might have been a one and done. Right, let's okay. 4 out of 25. I'm gonna track it. All right, go send out the rifter. We'll continue on.
Active.
Okay, I'm gonna have to keep a very close eye on um, who's local. If I see trouble, I'm getting out of there. The killer rights on the guy who destroyed my shuttle are almost expired. I'm hoping I don't see him again. I don't want to lose another ship to that guy. All right.
Warp drive active.
Sir. Permits. Okay. Speed. Target. Missile. All right. Yeah, last night combat was feeling weirdly sluggish too. It feels like it's better this time around. Sucks. Missile. up to the closer one. Yeah, I like this mobility a lot more than the big ship. More of these. All right. Oh, there's a pirate bounty from earlier. Right. Speed on up. Oh yeah. What else is going on? Yeah, nothing. Let's talk about thinking about other stuff I wanna do. I s- I was at a store and I saw a board game and I don't want to spoil it because I don't want someone to snipe out from under me. But I'm thinking about picking that up on payday and covering it for the next Pillarless tabletop games because it's a game I had before and I think it's worth getting again. But I think more of the tabletop games episodes are gonna have to wait until November. So that'll be right after the auction. I'll be able to pick up some games I haven't seen in a while or at all. All right.
Warp drive active.
If if I ever see like between two castles and Mad King Ludwig again, I'll probably pick up that too. But that might take a while. How many missiles am I about to take in the face before I get close enough? My missiles are better than your missiles. Okay, cool. Sure to reload and go pick up stuff. All the scraps in the world. Alright. Something I want to prepare next year is figuring out um, running a role-playing game since I have a ton of them now. And not literally a ton, just like considerable number. Scenarios for the Doom board game. Both versions of the Doom board game too. It's probably the closest thing I have to that kind of experience.
Warp drive active.
YouTube. What's going on YouTube? I see YouTube keeps having some issues. YouTube or OBS? Something's happening.
Warp drive active.
I still have that adventure game idea, that framework. I haven't really done much of anything with. Actually, I have like two of them.
Warp drive active.
It's just interesting to tell a story and have it kind of interactive in that sense of just people get to be the characters and
Warp drive active.
decide what they do. I remember scrolling through eBay and seeing something that someone was claiming to be an Eve role-playing game, and it wasn't. It was just an art book. But it had my hopes up for like a moment until I did some research. Like, that's not a role-playing game. That's an art book from the 10th anniversary set or something. Yeah. For some reason, they listed it as RPG. I know Traveler is a space RPG, but I like the Eve setting enough. Which drive. Sure. Time for the missile to hit. Yeah. Okay, more scraps on that. Target painter. I still remember the time I saw someone in high school bring uh, a World of Warcraft tabletop RPG. SO's D20 system. Makes sense. I'm always curious to see what other tabletop RPGs are out there. I think I've played D&D all at once. I played Vampire in at least two different campaigns, or at least two different sessions. Call of Cthulhu for two sessions of an adventure. 316 Carnage Amongst the Stars. Played it a couple times. I remember. Yeah, I think that's it for RPGs. I haven't really played a whole lot of them, but I'm always curious to try playing some more one of these days. I just he keeps saying it's amazing. It's not a game. It's the way of life. Yeah, there's belts.
Warp drive active.
I've This is probably the one game I've put the most hours into. Even if I figured out how much time I put into uh, Quake Live when it was the browser version, it would still that would still be less than what I put into Eve this year.
Warp drive active.
And I like that it's got a lot to do. Well, I have fun. I have fun with it. Jeez, dude, are you gonna loot those things or what? I guess not. All right. Flyer.
Warp drive active.
I guess he's busy mining. All right. Yeah, I remember when I got my procurers, like, okay, I've got a good sized drone bay. Let's have some drones for mining and some drones for protecting the ship, just in case. Because there's no way I was going to be able to put weapons on the conventional weapons on the mining barge. So it's down to combat drones.
Warp drive active.
That's- All right. Nothing. Storm.
Warp drive active.
This celestial beacon. Found trouble. It's enough. All right. Blink. Yep. Ah, missed. I think when I get the resources, I want to make another Rifter. I found a couple of interesting turrets that I want to put on the Rifter and maybe experiment with that a little bit. Oop, too close. The tabletop games never played any. But from what I watch online, like Aliens, Another Day in the Corpse, setting in dystopian wars, and from the 40K universe, the Necromunda. Yeah, Necromunda is interesting. It's I haven't played the game, but I've seen some like displays of how it's supposed to look, and that three-dimensionality to it, the verticality and everything. It's pretty cool. And the Fallout adventure game looks. Yeah, I had the board game, and all I can say is it's better off with the cooperative expansion from the start. The weird competitive um, system for the game feels kind of awkward at times. It's like they did everything else with the game pretty well, but then they did this agenda system that I guess it builds some flavor that way, and it's possible to pull off victory with those. But something it just feels weird about the agenda system in the board game. I don't know. That said, I'll still recommend the Fallout board game. Yeah, so it's way better with all expansions. Yeah, New California adds some interesting stuff, and Atomic Bonds makes it fully cooperative, which is fun. Yeah, Fantasy Flight game has had a pretty good track record of um, tabletop game IPs. You know, usually either board games or book series. Is where the second edition of the Game of Thrones board game ended up. And that's like still a high ranked game up on BGG. That might be another game I look out for to put back into the game collection. Sometimes I just end up getting rid of games because, lack of space, lack of interest. But they're games that I still have some respect for. Again, Game of Thrones. Other places that try to do IP-based board games. First one that comes to mind is Gale Force 9. Gale Force games. with mainly Firefly and some others. They ended up making a ton of expansions, and the game ends up massively expensive at that point. I remember getting all the expansions for Firefly, the board game, and just looking back, it's like, wow, I spent a lot on this. A similar situation with Star Trek Ascendancy. That's one I would I would have to feature if I got that again. Game of conquest and culture in the Star Trek universe. The base game, you have like the Federation, the Romulans, the Klingons, and little expansion packs added um, the Ferengi, Cardassians, Vulcans, Andorans. There's others too. There's also the solo slash cooperative experience of fighting against the Borg, which looked pretty cool. But alas, I didn't really have. I have a severe lack of table space sometimes, and it means certain games are kind of hard to play here. But I end up playing at the game store anyway, so it's like nobody ever comes over to my place. Wait, no wonder I'm missing and too close. Yeah, this thing doesn't hit for crap if I'm orbiting up close. There we go.
A module has run out of charges.
And of course the films are coming back. I'm trying to put this together. Fix the orbits. Yeah, space at home is always a problem. Yeah, I think my bedroom is my main space for doing streaming and sleeping and everything else. And I want to say it looks to be like about 10 feet by about 10 by 15 feet, I think, or 12 by 15 or 10 by 12. It's been a while since I last measured the bedroom. There's another one. Huh. All right. Salvage. And reload everything. I feel the last time I had great space to work with was when we lived in our house over in the um a different neighborhood. I had this uh sunrise facing bedroom, and it had so much space to it. It also had a door in a smarter location, Like the door in this bedroom is in the middle of a wall, and it's dumb. Uh, this used to be a garage, I think. Whoever had this house before us had, yeah, this was a garage, and they made it more office-like, but still kind of small. 10 by 12 is a typical size, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the space I need to work with is for um, working on my tabletop game designs or playing tabletop games solo for learning them or just having fun on my own because playing games on my own is fun. Or working on my stitching projects because I need a table for some of them. That's like big. But it's also good if I can have some space to like actually walk around in. Yeah. I have a little bit of walking room around here with the space from the door straight to the window that's next to my bed and next to my desk. A little bit of walking space next to the dressers with some of my storage. The space behind the desk to the storage shelves. I used to have my board game locker where my shelves are now. The locker's now outside the bedroom. I have a lock on it, so my nephew can't just casually go in there and mess with anything. More than halfway. But yeah, after this is over, I'm probably gonna have to spend a little bit of time on sorting through things, finding locations I want things to be. Let's see. Oh, it's gone. It's gonna. Thought I'd have to get moving there for a sec. So it's funny when I can just fly to a cold stop and then just point my guns at something and delete it before it gets to me. Another one? That's a different one. Completely different items, same icon. Ooh, last asteroid belt before going to the next region or next area. Current solar system. All right. Let's. Um, I don't like the look of this icon. Status below zero. Granted, high security space should be fine, but oh, it's a freaking mining barge. Never mind. What the hell was I worried about? Oh, wasn't any pirates there anyway. On to the first one.
Warp drive
How am I
activated.
doing on ammo? Still good on missiles, still good on bullets. And 10 targets to go. Ambusher, 7. Hmm. That was a big trouble to take down. Now focus on the next target. I would safely take on everything that's not armed with missiles. One of the things I worry about is if if I go to launch a missile and it inadvertently catches one of the neutral people here in the blast, like oh crap, how screwed am I at that point? I have yet to see it happen though, but it's something to be worried about.
A module has run out of charges.
Always in the middle of a fight because it just has to be limited to 20 shots. Damn. Right. Here's this one. It's another artillery weapon. People, fans of putting artillery on their frigates, or they prefer the regular turrets, regular projectile turrets. Uh, Artillery can be fun, but then have to maintain the wide orbit, or the shots are just gonna miss. I figure I figure that if they're chasing me, then that keeps them in in a consistent line that should be easier to hit. And it actually ends up working well that way. There's a ton of articles devoted to understanding combat tactics in this game. I'll have to look them up sometime. Completely different. Alright. Let's go pick it up. Cool. Alright. 7 to go. Let's move on to the next belt.
Warp drive active.
Oh, 4 of them. About to have a very interesting time. Did that missile not hit? Oh. Let's see. Very good. I'm gonna need to have it ready for later. And they're down for a bit. 75. Paint them. Bullets. Screw it. Missiles. Lock the next target ahead of time. For bits. Reload. Everything. Paint them. Missiles. Okay. It didn't reload the missiles because I'm still in this firing cycle. Boom. Cool. Alright. Turn back and pick up the stuff. And really little. Shield is currently at 87%. That wasn't too bad. Wonder how many people finish up entirely out of stuff they loot from other ships. Can reprocess a nitrogen. I might have to look into what's worth reprocessing for the minerals. Hey, more of the bullets already used. Cool. Yeah, it's alternating between the scrap metal reprocessing and complex ore processing. So I'm gonna start picking up um, some of the more unusual asteroids out there and get more out of them. That's this for now. The too quickly. All right. And last one here. Right. So I think after I'm done fighting pirates, I'm going to head back. Oh, for crying out loud. Freaking McAfee pop up. Anyway, take care of my planetary industry stuff. Just continue filling in space because not a whole lot else to do today. I keep bringing up my bedroom as wanting to reorganize it, but uh, yeah, I should get to it.
Warp drive active.
Set the orbit. Let's go faster. Cannon missile. There we go. Ready the cannon. Nice. Lock the other target. Failure. Orbit. Cannon. Let's start out with bullets. Screw it. Seriously. There we go. There we go. %. Still holding out hope for that big money item. I have to wonder how often they mess with the loot tables for these various ships. There's stuff that used to drop more in the past but doesn't drop anymore. Or stuff that didn't exist before but now they're featuring it. I missed out on a lot of history for this game. So I'm always curious to explore everything that's changed. But thinking back when I first played, I don't even remember much of that either. Where are these? I know exactly where I can take them to. Alright, there should be a pirate in these next 3 asteroid belts, or it's going to be silly. Not here.
Drive active.
I want a physical model of this one of these days. If they ever get around to making one. Another thing I keep thinking about is picking up another 3D puzzle one of these days. Or some, like, plastic model kit and putting it together. I still have these terrain kits. I keep going back and forth on if I wanted to put them together or sell them. Because I don't really have anything for 40k to really make use of them. We've got the goal, but let's just take down the last pirate here just to be sure. Nice. Big damage. So with the mission done, let's just go ahead and deal with it. All right, and go do some mining, some agent stuff, and scanning. Does anyone actually want to watch that? Want to see me scanning for signatures or making a delivery? Uh, oh, you're on your desktop. Okay, cool. I know it's sold. Oh, nice. Yeah, we've got the destroy non 25 non-capsular mission done. Until the paid trial. Okay. Yeah. Nice. I guess I'm keep on going. All right, head back to home base. And I'll go take on these other opportunities and call it a day. Those last few should go fairly quickly, except for the scanning. Right. Going to leave all the crap that I've gathered on the Rifter, and we'll deal with that later. I'm holding on to some the artillery cannons for a project, and then the scrap can go where the scrap usually goes. That can become titanium. Those can go on my thrasher. Let's see about reprocessing some of these that aren't selling for much. The thing about it, it's like, okay, let's just take something, for example. If I reprocess it, I could get some isogen that way. Then isogen itself, I could just sell the scrambler and then go buy the isogen. That's what I get out of it. So it sold for like 18K. So how much isogen is that? Let's see here. Let's focus on getting home first. All right. So if I made like about 18K off of selling the scrambler, that's worth two. Let's see, it's worth maybe 30 something isogen. In that case, maybe reprocessing it would be better. It's for woodworking projects and be the logistics transport manager. I don't know. I've never really been a manager for anything. I've all the retail work I've done has been as an associate, just um, getting things to the floor, getting things organized. helping people with heavy lifting, picking up shopping carts left lying around. I think the most I've ever done management wise was uh, doing orders for 7-Eleven. Like long, that was like one of my first jobs too. Yeah, but I don't know. I've never taken up big responsibilities like that. Let's going to do where the hmm. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. What do I already have? One, two of them. It's okay. That's a lot. Yeah, yeah.
Where's the collaborator? I bet our elders speak out against their cousins in the mandate. It's for those who face them in war today.
So I now have three of them. Fitting 9 and 6 CPU power grid. Remind me what a Rifter has. CPU power. Okay. Because I'm thinking, where's my industry? What do I need to make a Rifter? I have enough to make a Rifter. Cool. How many Rifters could I make? 9, 4. I'd probably make 3 Rifters. I think I'll make 2 for now. One I can sell, and one I can use for my experimental project. There has to be a better ship, though, for the. That's for small projectile turrets. I'm doing the crazy thing with artillery. Show me the ship tree. Got my missile and rocket, remote shield booster, target painter, small projectile turret, propulsion jamming, course scanner, small projectile turret. Yeah, yeah, a lot of retail. A lot of my work experience has been retail, and for the most part, it's been all right. There have been moments of things being made difficult, but overall, I've been having a decent time with it. Yeah. Yeah, the Rifter's an interesting beast. 23 turret hardpoints, 2 launchers, a handful of slots to work with. You never know what you're going to encounter with when someone brings out the Rifter. Alright. And I actually do need to make more bullets of these. Where'd it go? Oh, it got turned upside down. No, no wonder. Completed uranium. Yeah. I don't think I need to make that much. Maybe that much. I don't know. Alright. And that'll be a project to follow up on later. Okay. Now to take on one of my usual agent missions. This is empty. Let's go. Conversation. Destination. Scroll all the way down. And accept. Scroll. Move. Up. Undock. And there we go. Kind of work. I, my Rifter project is seeing it's making use of like the three cannons I picked up, but my agent stuff is deliveries.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I very rarely do the combat based missions. The little 300 no. Like I said, I don't really do like the security or combat based missions unless I really need to. And in general, I'm just happy to do the delivery stuff because it's fairly safe and it's just fairly stable in terms of payment. The uh, the story mission leading up to opening up of the level threes was kind of a pain though. Having to go into low security to mine Umber. Yeah, that was a nerve-wracking journey. Yeah, the Battlecruiser. If I'm looking to do the higher level security missions, then yeah. But really, I just like sticking to the my simple pick up and deliver. Yeah, no combat mission. Although I might try a combat mission in the future sometime. But the last time I did the security missions, they were kind of tricky. Have to go through an acceleration gate and have to deal with various clusters of opponents.
Warp drive active.
I have to figure out what to take against a combat site or other drone site where I have to fight stuff. still makes me nervous how it brought my computer to such a crawl that I had to get out of there before the lag killed me. Yeah, space trucking. There's there's a fun little board game called Galaxy Trucker where you get to design a ship piece by piece, but everyone's pulling from the same pile of pieces one at a time, and you're putting crew quarters and guns and shields and cargo space and batteries, and then everyone's sort of going on this journey to uh, complete this race, but also like pick up things to sell at the end. But there's also pirates and asteroids that are actual asteroids and can wreck absolutely wreck a ship. Yay, rewards. All right. Wait a minute. All right. Next opportunity is scanning and mining. All right. Head back home. Go pick up a mining ship and go get the bare minimum. And let's come back later and combat site. Remember those and start there easy, but then modified the enemies. They're very hard for solo. See, that's the stuff I keep wondering about. Is like what's been changed from the old version I barely remember and the new version I'm playing now. Yeah, trying to anticipate what to bring for combat is an interesting challenge. Yeah, Space Trucker. Did you hear about it? Don't remember one. Yeah, Galaxy Trucker. Um, there was a version of it from I want to say late 2000s, and then they just recently reprinted the game in at a price point that makes a lot more sense. Like the older version of Galaxy Trucker was closer to $80. The newer one is closer to 40, 30 to 40, which is pretty good. But yeah, it's a fun little game. Yeah, it was a little easier in Hill times. Yeah. When I came back to this game, it was like, okay, this little button setup and these rings, this feels familiar enough that I could feel comfortable getting back into the game again, and it wouldn't be too confusing. The one thing I had to remember was, okay, I have to actually select the target, lock the target, and then start activating the guns. If I wanted to stop targeting something, I have to manually unlock it or wait for it to be depleted. back home and pick up a
Path drive active.
different ship. Check Galaxy Trucker on YouTube. Yeah,
Docking permission requested.
that's it can be fun. It can also be kind of frustrating too. Um,
Docking request
like
accepted.
it's possible for your ship to take damage, and in the process, lose access to guns or shields or cargo. But it is a cool game. Let's see, let's take Venture. What was this? All right. First asteroid belt to not have any resistance. Started from the top.
Warp drive active.
'Cause I should probably put a drone in this thing, but this was my original taking a risk in low security space venture. If I encounter trouble, I'm already, if I don't warp out, I'm already dead. So there's no point putting a drone on that. On the good stuff. Which let out. Target. Alright. Turn it off. Hit stop. Is there anything else that's within? Mining massive scordite. Target that too. Alright. Oh, no. Huh. Oh, there it is. Yeah, something is lagging in the game. Should not take that long to get going. And keep an eye open for pirates. Original game is 2007, relaunched 2021. Yeah. Yeah, it's one um like our main game store owner guy has it, so we'd usually end up playing his copy and we play that quite a bit. All right, goal reached. Or at least let one more cycle go through because they're gonna save me some time later. A lot of board games set in space. One of the big ones we play occasionally is Twilight Imperium. Um, it's a great big space game of conquest and development and all that stuff. Yeah, Twilight Imperium, Terraforming Mars, Galaxy Trucker, Star Trek Ascendancy, Star Wars, hell, any Star Wars game, Firefly,
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Forbidden Stars, StarCraft. A lot of space games based on other properties too. Stellar Conquest is an older one. They got a kind of reboot in the form of a um, Space Empires 4X. Stream is lagging. It took almost 30 to 45 seconds. Yeah, I've got a 5 second delay on OBS. Let me read the chat. Yeah, I don't know what's going. If it's like the internet in this neighborhood or what's going on. Yeah, I might be having one issue too many today. Processing. Or, and we finally built this up.
Wherever you are, Faroki or shamans will help you unlock your own truth through guided meditation via live holocast.
Last one. That's right. There it is. Board the probe.
They wander, we preserve. They discard, we rebuild. Don't be a reckless Imperial. Save, salvage, and survive.
Get the reward. All right. Last thing to do is scan signatures. Start out with home system. Yes, it must be the internet connection. Never experienced so much lag in other streams. Yeah, our home internet's kind of iffy sometimes. Um, I'm having to be connected from this computer to the router with Wi-Fi because this computer does not have a wired connection for internet. It's it's such a pain in the butt. It's, but the Wi-Fi ended up being faster anyway, so let's see here.
Warp drive active.
If I tried streaming on our wired using my other computer, it'd be like near impossible. Yeah, the connection rate I'm getting on OBS says like around um, 1,000 or so uh, kbps. I've got the okay, so I've got the game in the other window um, on my other TV screen. All right. So I'm going to count from, I'm going to right click and then I count. See how long it takes to show up on the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. It takes 21 seconds. That is madness. Alright, so yeah, I thought the OBS delay of 5 seconds would be enough for the stream to like not fall behind too far. Maybe maybe I have to take off the OBS delay. There's normal latency. Uh, I'm on normal latency for my stream. Hope no one is using the same Wi-Fi without. No, we secured the absolute shit out of our Wi-Fi. No one has that password but us. Yeah, we we make absolutely sure on that. All right. Get the scan in. Okay. Sideways. There. Yeah, we have CenturyLink and we have this. I don't know. I don't know if we can really if there's really anything better at this point. We tried Comcast before and that didn't work out too well. We keep getting flyers about T-Mobile fiber. And there's one time we got convinced to try out this one internet service and it was a total scam, basically. Apparently the only reason it exists is for the pretense of competition in the market, but just makes no sense. I remember for a long time ago when we were stuck with dial-up. Connection speed, I'm not 100% sure. Um, I know the my OBS is showing 1100 kbps. I'll have to do a speed test one of these days for on this computer. It might be something I can do after the stream's over. Is see what kind of connection speed we actually have. All the way over here. Shoot. Not want to turn it. Okay. Yeah, my mom's not really. So I live with family, and my mom's budget for internet is kind of limited. So I wish I could freaking help though. if I had the finances to do it, I would personally buy better internet. Yeah, the speed test. Today just feels even more sluggish than usual for the connection. You don't nearly have the problem's not nearly this bad. I don't know what's going on. I just realized there's another player in the system. They're close by. It's like, oop, can't let my guard down. So there's 2 out of 5. Let's go. Let's go down safety lane. Let's start with Elgoy and just work across. Hopefully I'll find everything I need to find. 2 out of 5. And I'm glad I went with the just a general scanning instead of trying to find specific sites for the dailies. I doubt at a customs office. I think. Yeah, I'll have to experiment with dropping the delay from OBS and maybe going with low latency for YouTube. Uh, Last time I tried streaming with my old connection, I wound up going with the delay, and I figured about a 5 to 15 second delay made it manageable even when it's on the hard connection. And maybe that's why I can only stream on 480p because the upload speed is. Yeah, it's entirely possible. I know YouTube has its own limitations and all that, but if the upload is restricted, then um, there's all I can do is try to improve the connection that I have. Unfortunately, internet is stupid ass expensive, so it's gonna take getting into an actual full-time job, which means I wouldn't be able to stream. Because all my time would be dedicated to getting there. Uh, it's like I kind of want to do this more, but At the same time, I need more work hours to cover the bills and everything else. Oh yeah, you already told me about YouTube. Yeah, it's all right. I think it's a little bit of both. I have to have a good connection, and I have to um, get to a certain point with YouTube. It's entirely possible that both are valid for things that restrict my streaming capabilities. Narrow that down. Okay. Hmm. This one should do it. Yeah. And now for the last one. We're in opposite parts of the world. Um, yeah, I'm currently situated over here in the state of Colorado in the U.S. I know when I go to play Quake Live, I'm trying to find servers that aren't lagging is tricky. I usually end up going for the dark fiber server in Chicago because it's probably one of the more stable ones. I'd go with one to Denver if people actually played in it. It's been a while since I last checked Quake Live. Speaking of multiplayer combat games, I keep thinking about revisiting Apex because it's been a while. Apex Legends. I tried the tutorial. I played a couple matches. I preferred the Quake Live experience, so I stuck with that. But it would be interesting just to see what's changed since last time. There we go. Cover the probes. Reload everything. Alright. There we got. Opportunities. Cool. I live in Australia. Does my accent seem like it? I don't really talk much, so I don't know if I don't know how I sound to other people sometimes. Alright. Go back for
Overdrive
now.
active.
Yeah, I don't really deliberately do accents. Although for some reason, whenever I go into like reading a story, I get into this weird Irish accent. I don't know, something along those lines. It's weird. Gets very close to that.
Warp drive active. Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Go ahead and park the ship. So it changed. All right. Yeah, all the little daily goals and the agent missions and the bounties and the sales, they all add up. uh, Name of company we work for. It's very common in Australia. Did I say 7-Eleven? Is 7-Eleven common in Australia? It's like a worldwide brand now. Don't remember the name now. Yeah. I feel like 7-Eleven is the one is one of the two I would admit to. Okay, there's probably three I'd admit to working for. 7-Eleven, my first job. GameStop, what I thought would be a dream job, it wasn't. And Kmart, the place I left and then came back to, and then they closed. Yeah. I probably shouldn't mention the place I'm working with for right now, though. I also used to work with my dad, but I'm not going to mention this. Us, yeah, I won't mention that. Not 7-Eleven. I'll have to try to figure out what it was. Anyway, see. Kmart, yeah, Kmart. It's been about 5 years since I got the notice that they were gonna close the store. They had closed Sears earlier in the year. Yeah, this December 14th makes 5 years since the we had our last day of the store. That's the one, yeah. It was a good store. It was just the corporations match. All right. Shuffle some things around. Kmart is very common in Australia. That's what I think. When I was Australia too. Huh. Never knew about that. One of these days I will have my debt paid down and I'd like to go somewhere. I haven't really gotten out of the country at all, so just for once in my life I'd like to go travel somewhere. And my initial plan was Japan. I don't know if that's gonna work out, but I'm thinking like some other places that I'd be open to considering too. And I'm curious about Australia and some other places. Yeah. Yeah, scrap metal processing actually works. I, I don't know why I thought scrap metal processing didn't work for this, but that's all right. Figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of this. For now, it's going to get transferred over to a little transport ship. All right. I need to come back later and okay, I got that. I'll come back later and pick up the Rifter and the mobile depots. But I think for now I need to take a break. Colorado's a cool state, like mountains and lakes. Yeah, got everything except an ocean. Mountains, forests, rivers, lakes, plains. We even have the Great Sand Dunes between, I want to say Walsenburg and Alamosa. Yeah, gigantic mountain of sand. It's fun to visit once in a while, but it's like you have to bring water to stay hydrated. That's what I made. All right. Yeah, I'm glad we moved to Colorado because we used to live in Washington State, and it it had some issues. We mainly came down here because my mom's work came down here. Yeah, I'll come back later and deal with that stuff. I should probably. I can always come back later to deal with the planetary industry. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today. It's been a few hours, and it's been a good time. It is weird though that stream's lagging as far as it does. So I'll have to look into what's going on and try to maybe try to make things better. But you know, things are limited for resources, so it's just maybe what I'm stuck with. Yeah, it is. It is. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, some of our relatives can come down and um, visit us here. Uh, nice stream. All right. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. I'll see. Um, tomorrow is Indivisible, and then Saturday. Saturday, get paid tomorrow. I'm looking at picking up Dawn of War, Dark Crusade, a game from my college years that I've been wanting to revisit recently as more and more people I see online are um, interested in 40K. Feel like it's a good game to feature. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been Pillar Nexus, and I'll see you next time.